All right, the sun's almost down, so it's time for us to start another project because people love it when I do that. So we're gonna do that right after this. Welcome back. If you haven't seen my videos before, I'm Rusty Oliver Man. This here is a Junkyard Super 77. I got more stuff to do to it. We put a battery tray in it. Let's throw some tools in there and immediately scratch that up. There's lots of stuff I want to do here, just so for the simple fact that I can have the parts up out of the way and they're not just laying around, because otherwise what's going to happen is I'm going to end up losing stuff, or it's going to get, yeah, it's just easier to do. I think the first thing I'm going to do is, I got a fan. I'm going to put that on. I stole it off another tractor that's waiting in the wings, but it'll be fine. All right. I got a brand new radiator, but I thought, you know what? I'm not putting that in this tractor that hasn't proved itself, and it's going to need a lot more work. We're going to put the new radiator in that 77 that Craig gave us, because that radiator's junk. It's not, it still holds stuff, but it just drips. So from the top tank. So we're going to put that one in here, but we'll have a whole separate video on doing that. So what you're going to immediately want to do is drop your, that you spent so much time and effort cleaning up. Drop that in the dirt so that it gets all dirty. This is like what it had on it in the junkyard. I know, because I took it off. It was broken, and then I thought, oh well, and it was still hanging out there. And then when the forklift guy dumped this upside down, that pretty well finished her off. So I didn't get that. I should have brought it along, but I didn't. What are the chances that, well, we're gonna roll with that water pump at first. I think it'll join the chat, you know? It'll be fine. There's a problem though. That's what I was afraid of. Stuff like that. We're having the same issue that I had in that Alice Chalmers, where it was hitting the, there. I think that's pretty good. We'll table that until we put the radiator in, and then we'll see. Luckily, being a parts hoarder, I found this cute little thing I saved from some project. So I've got that. I think that will be long enough to jump to the radiator, because the tank sticks out a little farther than whatever. I got a piece of straight hose for that. So whatever. Now the thing I want to do, I took the tank out in the junkyard, and then I immediately left it behind because I thought it wasn't any good. It was pretty rotten on the back side. Yeah. And I thought, well, do we save it or not? No, not worth it. Well, then when I took the tractor, I took the tank and I cleaned up on it, and I don't think that it's really leaking. It just looked terrible. I cleaned it up. I painted the seam, and it's probably not going to last forever, but I got a couple guys I know who have found me different tanks. So I got one located for the diesel, and I got one located for this. But for now, we're gonna put a sediment bowl in, put a little gas in it, and let it sit a while and see if it drips out and ruins our life, or whether it really will work. Because if it'll work, then we're in Fat City, friends. So, anywho's, I got a new sediment bowl a while ago when I was in town. I grabbed a bunch of little stuff I thought we might need, and this was one of the pieces, because they're about the only place that carries this. I would say for a reasonable price, but not really anymore. These things used to be like $24, and now they're $54, and I think that is ridiculous. I mean, there's no reason for that. It's just a little piece of aluminum made to hold some glass. It shouldn't cost $54. Guys, we're gonna put this on, and we're gonna just see, you know. by golly, if it will hold some fuel for us, then that'll be a lot better, because then we can, when we get to the step where we try to drive it, then we're gonna be, you know, set up for more success than we are right now. Because it's nice and all to use a whatchamacallit, you know what I'm saying, but not really so much, you know. See, right there would not be a good place to leave it, only because our governor rod will hit it exactly. I mean, our governor rod has had a pretty rough life, I'm not gonna lie to you. I really manhandled it bad in the junkyard. Like I said, I didn't think this tractor was coming home, but I'm glad it did now, because, yeah, I mean, it was sitting there all these years with that other one. It really should be saved with it. Save them both, you know? It's only money. You can't take it with you, especially if you don't have it to begin with. So, we should be in good shape. What you're gonna wanna do is have it totally clocked wrong. I mean, not even close to right. Where it's totally backwards of what you wanted. I mean, totally backwards. That's what we're after. Come on. See, we want to do that patented rounding off action. There we go. Well, I tell you, you're not going to do this to me now. You stupid thing. I got you licked. You're not even tightened down, so I can flip you up in the air. I'll show you. Me working on it upside down. Come on, peer pressure, come on. Now, you're not in that good a shape. You can go a little more. Awesome, rounded off action. Just a little more, baby doll. All right, we're gonna stop at that because we've ruined it. So, not really. But that's gonna, hopefully, this thing is gonna play nice. And what I'm thinking of doing, I'm thinking of just recycling what I got here instead of changing. And I got this piece of line here that I had left over from when we were messing with stuff. What if we would cut a little section out of it, put it in there, connect a piece of hose on it, and shebang, she's good to go. And then later on we can make a nice fuel line when we prove out this whole setup. Part of our trouble is we need to take this apart. It is not getting enough fuel through it, and that's why the thing didn't want to run consistently. It was running on whatever I sprayed in it, and it wouldn't keep going. So that's my plan here. All right, well, I thought I was going to be real cute and get all the stuff we needed, but so far it ain't looking like that. That's too much. I really should. But the problem is we can't. We just don't have the, it's not in the cards for us to turn that sediment bowl anymore. It is maxed out. The sadness is at full potential. So we're just gonna go like this. You know what we should have done though too to start with, probably? We probably need to put some more thread tape on the fitting and go, let's start over. We're getting too excited. There's more stuff I want to get done before the sun goes down. Because somebody's going to say, well, you wait to the end of the day to shoot videos. Guess what? I've been shooting videos all day. This is like the 5th one. So, stuff's going to happen. Some of it's going to be towards evening. That's how days work. You don't do all your work right away in the morning and then sit and do nothing all day. You work 20 hours a day and keep going and then work some more. You don't sit and rest. That's stupid. You can rest when you're dead. I should have got the smaller adjustable. This one was just happened to be here. Handy. Yeah, this little regular fuel line, this ain't something that I would normally do. I'm usually very particular about my fuel lines. I don't even really know how that magical fuel line actually does what it's supposed to, because I don't know. It just doesn't seem like it would. All right. Come on. We're struggling. There we go. Guess what? I don't have the right size clamp. What else could be new? Well, not much. We're gonna struggle. We're gonna struggle until we don't. We'll find the right size clamp before we're done, before the project's done. My little, I don't know about these Chinesium hose clamps, but they should be that size and they're not. I can't find my nice Klein screwdriver that the viewer gave me. It's laying somewhere, but. All right, we're gonna shut this off. Now we're gonna milk the cow. Ready? Now, what we're gonna do actually is, I got this hose, I got this tank, see? Why don't I just release the clamp, and the gas should go roundy, roundy, round, and it don't go that way. Why don't we go that way? That's gonna take forever. Oh, it's going. I mean, it should, in theory, empty that tank. It's kind of like a siphon, I guess. I could turn it upside down and try to pour it away, but see, if I do this right, I'll make a mess. People like it when I make a mess because it makes them feel better about themselves. See, what I don't like is, oh, come on, come on. It's not working too badly. Only slight failure is happening. You're not spilling much. Oh, buddy, the dog's behind us for something. All right. Well, that was fun. It's gonna be hard to tell if it's leaking since I spilled it all over the place. But I think we'll be able to tell, because where it'll be leaking is back here. And so far, I don't see any of that happening. But we will know by tomorrow, because the rest of it'll dry. See, and then it's like, gotta let some air in to get, look at that beautiful fuel. We'll shut this back off, but that's open. Pretty clean fuel. So we'll leave that. I forgot to tighten this, didn't I? That's okay. We can deal with that later. That's the least of our worries. The next big thing I want to do, I'm thinking out loud here, and that's sad because limited brain power, you see? Tire. I got a tire that I took off the 880 that I don't think was bad. It was just that while I had it off, I was going to put a new one on because of the dry cracking. But this is the perfect kind of project for it, see? making something a roller. We get it up on that one, I'll take the other wheel off, and I think I got another wheel and tire ready to go that is flat, but it might hold air and get us where we need to go. But what I'm getting at is it's a matching rim with the wide tabs. So that's what we're gonna head after. Oh, push rod of sadness. Yeah, forgot about you. All right, dealer's choice. Well, no, not really. It'd be cool to have you in the view so you could see what was happening. But I'm gonna just stick that on there. I got a tube from town. The town tube isn't necessarily my favorite brand. It's probably very Chinese. But... all right, so we're gonna try to get this done real quick. There's a tube. There's a little tool we don't want to lose. There's an air chuck. The sun's going down, but I think we can hurry and get this done and call it a video. This isn't normally how I like to mount them on the ground. But in this case, I think it's going to help me. Just because, not really. It's not really going to help me. It's just I'm too lazy to jack the tractor up and try to work with it on a jack. Come on. Yes, don't look too close at all the dry cracks and whatnot. This ain't a going to town tire. This is a make your tractor roll around the yard tire. When it comes time to go into the fair, then, friend, then get nice tires for it. Some tractors I have for like 15 years before they get a tire. So, this tractor has gotten a lot more love than they usually do when they come rolling in here. I mean, sometimes it takes a while. Now I'm gonna say, this tube feels like it's a pretty heavy duty tube. I don't know why, because it's probably very foreign. But for some reason, it does feel heavier. Now, it was more expensive than the ones I normally get. But I can't believe that that would mean it's better quality. It's probably also very universal. By the time I blow it up to the size that it needs to be, probably won't play ball. This is a lot more work on the ground. I hate to tell you. All you people who are always harping at me saying, do it on the ground. The ground makes it easier. Bull crap. Ground does not make it easier. I'm involving a lot more of my body than I normally would. Come on. You. This rotten old tire isn't going to stand much more of this. Come on. There we go. All right. Of course, I'm sitting on the hammer. That's good. All right. Now it's time to give it some air and watch our failure in action. Another cool thing is it's out of air, so it's going to take it a long while probably to make this happen. I don't know if you can see or not, but we're gonna go with it. I don't know what else to do. Look at that. Oh no, I forgot the tire soap. Quick, stop. This won't work without it. Shoot, it was going so good and then we forgot the tire soap. Oh my goodness. I mean, it's seated everywhere and it would have done so much better if I'd have had the tire soap. Dang it. Go ahead to find your happy place. I better go get the little watching me so we can see how much is in it. Not enough to even say hey. $25, $30, $35, $40, $45, $50. Nope, about 35 is what we need. About 32. There we go. All right, one mounted tire. Now let's see if we can quickly slap it on the tractor and call it a night. All right, I'm gonna try to jack it up and inevitably throw it on top of the new tire, popping it. Although a nice thing to do would probably be to find the hardware before I go to the trouble of jacking it up. I know it's kind of down here somewhere. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, see, let's just throw them on the ground because I know we'll throw this over the first 2 times. We try to pick it up. You're doing good. Just keep doing good. Don't do something dumb, tractor. Come on. All right, it's up in the air. Let's try to quickly do this before it falls over and kills us. It's not flying along. There. Now, is this the battery that needs charged up and I never charge it up? I think it is. So, we're going to struggle one at a time. Yep, it is. Is it going? Yeah. Do we need to give it some ugga-duggas from the other battery? Maybe. Actually, is that the good battery? I don't know. I think all the batteries are garbage. Yeah, that one's dead too. Okay, so all the tools are dead. But that's okay. We got us a tire, 1. So I'll set this down because it don't look like I got enough battery juice to try to break that one loose yet. But we'll get that rim off of here. And, sorry, handyman problems. Needs a little lubing. My lubin's dried out. Hate it when that happens. All right. Anywho, we're gonna call this video here. We got some stuff accomplished. And so far, I don't think that tank's leaking. That's a big win for us, because that means, look at how more complete it is. We'll get that other tractor apart, get the radiator swapped, so we got a radiator to put in here. Then we'll get the ignition system hooked up better, and we'll get this where we can actually run it for a good while and keep it running. And then, once we do that, we'll deal with that crack on the block, folks. Relax about that crack in the block. That is the least of our problems right now. That's a problem that can be dealt with once we know it'll sit there and run good. Because it may not have enough compression to run, and we might have to put new pistons and sleeves in it right away. And that's fine. But we'll deal with that crack at some point. The point now is making it complete and making everything work like it should, having it on 4 wheels, all of that good stuff. And we're coming along with that. So we're going to call this one here. As always, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. After watching what you just saw, do you feel like your IQ has dropped lower than your credit score? Well, there's no reason that both of us should be miserable, so go ahead and hit that thumbs up and leave a comment. That stuff costs you nothing, and it really helps me out. Your banker may not approve, but I know mine will. As always, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.